This is Galactic Shaman on a Reiki journey. I have been taking notes of my journey. I do have a tab for what day it actually is because we're not on the actual day, but I have been taking note. Anything in a different color is Reiki related consciously. Let's start off with my affirmation. I am in a constant state of unifying peace. 5:30 a.m., woke up with the alarm, lit the candles, opened circle with my hikotia rattle and my drum, recited Reiki principles and affirmations while doing the chakra hand positions from my crown to my roots. This was awesome. I felt all of my higher selves present while doing this. 6 o'clock, I woke up Elam. He got ready and made us lunch for the day for at work. Watered the plants and snakes. All of our tools were already packed from a few days ago. I left my notebook, this notebook, to write in it later. The owner also texted me and reminded me about the book that I wrote. So I wrote an astrology and chakra book. It's called Your Cosmic Chakra Guidebook. And the owner of Divine Lights was super kind and was like, hey, bring them in so we can sell them there. She was actually the first person that responded back to my inquiries about having a launch for my book, and that's really how this all started, to be totally honest. My book writing is what led me to Divine Lights, and Divine Lights is actually where I got my Reiki attunement, my Reiki 1 attunement. Funny enough, she reminded me about the books to bring them because I hadn't been bringing them, but we already sold them. So it's time to order new ones. She also has a machine, though, to bind them. Now I need to figure out how to print them without them being bound. I'm not sure that process, and I still need to look into that. Let's see here. And another thing, I was thinking about plastic covers because it's not just a bound book. It also has plastic covers because it's a reference book that you can bring places, and the plastic cover has saved it. Now, made my matcha. 8:15, we got to breakfast. We went to Sparky's. That was so cute and so much fun. It was like literally next to Divine Lights, so we just parked in between both places because we didn't fully see where it was. We were there for the first time. It reminded me of Magnolias in the Cities and Woodville Cafe in Wisconsin. It was so cute. Let's see. I ordered a Western scramble, but of course, instead of ham, I added bacon. And then Mickey got toast and eggs and hot coffee, and then we shared my scramble because it was huge. That's where I'm like, okay, this is definitely like Woodville Cafe and Magnolias. It was really fun, like learning about our colleagues and just like hanging out outside of work. That was the first time that we did that. Oh. Excuse me. 8:45. Got back to Divine Lights around that time. Learned that all of the visiting practitioners' rooms were filled. Oh my goodness. So now I already was planning on putting together June's schedule because I'll be recording June's content and getting June's my availability out there soon. But now this is just like added pressure, good pressure to get that going. So I know Elam and I have a spot. Connected. Oh, so this was fun. One of the coworkers wanted to listen to a song, so we started dancing, and right away I'm drawn to the shungite and black tourmaline. The first time I went there, I actually remember picking up the black tourmaline, and I was like, I'm going to take you home. It's been months. I have yet to take it home yet, but it is going to make its way home. I am going to purchase it. Maybe the first few books I sell there, that's going to be my like, yay, you did it. Let's see here. We danced along to the song, and then I was like, hey, you can record it and then just have a different song play over it. We danced to that Move It song. I always think of the lemur that's in Madagascar movie. It was a lot of fun. I put on the white hat. Elam liked the white hat. We didn't get the white hat though. I don't know. I'm digging white, but I still need to like ease my way into wearing white all the time. I do wear it all the time during my meditation and other rich morning sunrising rituals, but not like all day. We're gradually getting into that. Ooh. Let's see. I already spoke about referring about the Facebook. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Got to meet a new visiting practitioner. It's a male, which is really nice because Elam was the only male there prior, and it's just nice to have another masculine healer and practitioner because it's really needed, and I feel as though a lot of men may be intimidated to practice because there are a lot of aggressive healers out there that are females. So that was really fun to meet him. The store was legit constantly busy. There was a few times where like it was quiet kind of, but there was still someone in there. I believe each person that was offering services had someone. It was also Divine Lights does an Illumination Saturday where all of the practitioners offering services during that day waive their fees and just accept donation base. I had two people. There was the person that was meant to cover the counter after me. They had an emergency, so I stayed there a bit longer. But seriously, the owner has created such a genuine communal space that stuff like that wasn't a big deal. Like everyone was kind of jumping in and taking over, and it was gravy. Let's see here. Oh, different thing. It was earlier in the day when it was a little busy. An ice cream truck went by, and a fellow shamaness was like, ice cream sounds super bomb. She didn't say bomb, but it was good, right? And then later, when I was off the clock, she asked if I wanted to go walk to the ice cream shop and get some ice cream with her. And it was interesting because I was like, no, thank you. And I actually told her why. Typically in the past, I would have been like, no thanks, I'm good, I'm busy, or I would have put on a mask and been like, here is a neurotypical response to me not going, a neurotypical excuse. And I didn't. I was very honest, and I was like, that gives me anxiety. I didn't plan on walking anywhere. I've never been to the place. Earlier this sunrising, I had already gone to Sparky's, and I couldn't find an updated menu because I am autistic and I like to check out restaurants, menus, and places before I go. So I wasn't able to do that. So I was very upfront about, but then something, my higher self was like, this is a good opportunity to get out of your comfort zone. And I said that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone. We walked there. It wasn't that far. It was super duper cute. I loved it was very bright. It was like, it kind of reminded me of Nelson's, where they give you those huge scoops. They didn't have the same flavors, but they had pistachio. Then I was holding my big ice cream cone full of pistachio ice cream. And I remember like fumbling with my wallet and grabbing my card, and then for the wonderful shamaness to be like, oh no, I got it for you, and was rewarding me for going out of my comfort zone. That was interesting. That I did hug her and show emotion because I really enjoyed that. Typically, I haven't been treated like that. A lot of my life, it was either a family member or a friend or even a person that was intimately or romantically into me that would do nice things. Even until this day, having like a colleague or someone wanting to be romantic with me that would do kind gestures in that manner, and that wasn't this. That was just a decent soul recognizing me being myself. And that was really cool. Let's see here. Oh, and then throughout the rest of the day, another colleague was really talking with me. She also does Reiki, but we spoke about possibly trading services because we both are into each other's services. She also, this other colleague, when we got back, she helped me see all of my accomplishments that I haven't allowed myself to revel in. She really pointed out certain achievements in my business, certain achievements in my social media, and just my life leading up to being 31. And it was just really nice to hear. This has really been the first group of people where I feel seen and appreciated and understood. But yeah, it was a super fulfilling day. Stayed a little past close. It was funny because Elam was about to take down his card like 2 hours before close. And then I had a tug from Higher Self, and I was like, no, you should keep your card up. Since then, he was busy until close. It was awesome. Different thing, while he was busy, I was checking out the crystals because, hello, I'm obsessed with crystals. My middle name's Crystal, actually. But checking out the crystals, I found a beautiful bronzite. That's another thing why I really appreciate the owner, because there are specific crystals I will recommend, and I noticed when she is able to, she delivers. And I remember wanting a bronzite, and I finally picked out pieces that I really, really appreciated. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at my wrist. Earlier, I was wearing a bronzite bracelet, but found those two, and a silver leaf jasper stuck out to me. The first time I've seen silver leaf jasper was actually in Baldwin's crystal shop, Meraki Ray. So I have one. Actually, it's with my Shaman stones. Here's silver leaf jasper. Probably not the best visual at all. It's okay. I'll get a good camera someday. Someday. It's happening, guys. But for right now, you get this. I love working with that and Jet. Work really nice together. I believe I've manifested a few intentions with those two stones, but another one called out to me, which I'm like, okay, that is going to be purchased for the coming up new moon. And then there's this one called lion's skin, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, gosh, that looks an awful lot like Nellite. I'm like, okay, I need to look this up. Look it up. It is. They're the same thing. I collect Nellite. I even bidded for a Nellite vocal for probably more than it was actually worth, but it is such a rare and stunning stone. I had no idea it had another name. But lion skin, Nellite, it's Petersite and Tiger's Eye. I'm smiling because I only like tiger's eye that is mixed, or maybe hawk eye, so like the red tiger's eye or blue tiger's eye. I'm wearing different tiger's eye right now. You can't tell because it's all different colors, but that was awesome. That like made my day. Let's see here. Then we went, after we were done at Divine Lights, we went to pick up my mother and brother. My brother got pizzas and water. Let's see here. He also gifted me a book. It is like a motivational book. I've seen this book be spoken about on YouTube. A lot of influencers were talking about this book, but he got it for all of the important women in his life. So that was sweet. We stayed up till midnight. Elam and my brother moved. Oh, I'm so appreciative. Actually, the reason why we're right here is because Elam and my brother moved things around in the office. Spirit gave me a visual of where things could go before even measuring anything. It was really cute because Elam was like measuring stuff, and I'm like, no, it has to go there. It's going to fit. You don't have to measure it. But they moved around everything. So that was super kind. Like, my brother could have said he doesn't feel like doing it. And he moved things around. Wondering if we can show you. So this is my office. That's one of my altars. That's where a lot of my tools are. That's the calendar. Laundry room, but that holds more tools. And then I'm going to bring you around. Couch, drums, other side of the room. But this is the huge thing that got moved, was my desk. Because my desk area was actually on the other side of my bedroom. But then you would see in the background my bedroom. So this is where actually I do a lot of my card readings and a lot of my work. And then if you've been a student of mine or part of, some of the celestial strengthening classes, you'll recognize the board. So now the board is right next to that. So then you get this background of all my stuff. Oh, it's my book. But that was moved, and now it's not as clustered over there anymore because the yellow table used to be over there and it was like sticking out. So it was like, what do people say? Bottlenecked? Bottle-nosed? So that was awesome. We stayed up till midnight. We watched Twisters 2 because we're obsessed with Twisters and love Rammies and all that stuff. And oh my goodness, it's my favorite love story. Super stoked that there's another one coming out. But he'd never seen it. So we watched that. Different thing, I didn't know how I was going to feel having my brother here because our relationship has been like a roller coaster. But it went really great. There's just certain things that him and I have experienced to kind of know each other better. And we don't meet eye to eye on every little thing. I don't think anyone on earth meets eye to eye on anything. But it's really like the effort that people show. I'm actually kind of smiling because Elam and I were talking about this, where we're wondering, like, where do boundaries start and stop? And how do we know who to bring into our home and share important moments with versus not? And it really boiled down to effort. Who tries? Who has the effort? Who is willing to not take time out of their day, but allow us to be in their day? And I've noticed my mom and my brother really do try, even if we get on each other's nerves. It was just interesting to see. Did my nightly time routines. Let's see here. The girls were doing amazing. Their stepmom brought them to a car bus race thing that goes on each year. We kind of spoke about it when Sunset was at the dentist appointment, but we got a picture of Sunset and she looked so overjoyed. I knew if we called, like, it would not have been quiet enough to make out anything. But it was really nice to get a picture of her enjoying herself. My mom stayed in the upstairs living room. My brother stayed down here, the downstairs office / living room, which was really perfect. Then I did my Reiki thought of the day. Every experience is an opportunity for growth. The challenge of having my brother over after our differences showed me his actions versus his words. There have been many misunderstood conversations, but the actions showed of love and always being there when he was aware. I am beginning to realize a lot of people could not be there for me because I did not make them aware that I needed their assistance or their company. My mom is teaching me forgiveness with our challenges. They both put in effort and time to experience. My intuition of moving the office and downstairs living room proved to be amazing. There's a better flow, and an actual walking path is very clear. And my brother was very willing to assist. And he also got to see what I do and my passion and the flow of things, because I do like to explain instead of just narrating, this goes there and this goes there. Yes, I did say those things, but I was saying why it's going there. Well, it's going there because I want the background for when I do TikToks. This is going here so I can have the background for while I do these videos and podcast, and eventually recording video podcasting. I don't even know the word for that, but recording a visual of while we're podcasting. No, it still doesn't flow. Anyways, it was really awesome, and I'm excited to share about how our Mother's Day went the next day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you, and I'm excited for the next half of this Reiki journey as a shamanic practitioner at Cosmic Energy and Spiritual Wellness. My name's Evan Ryu. Thank you so much. If you are only wanting the Reiki, check out the TikTok Galactic Wisdom Wayshore. Bye, guys.